So we're finishing up our series on Jonah, and it's been kind of interesting journey with all these video blogs, but the last part of our preaching series, we find Jonah under a bush. And so I thought about what it would be like sitting under a bush. The scriptures say that after Jonah had journeyed to Nineveh and preached repentance, and the city proclaims a fast and repents and turns to God, Jonah goes and sits under a bush. And he waits for what happens. And as Jonah's waiting under the bush, he's sitting there thinking, okay, God, what are you going to do? Are you going to rain down fire or brimstone? Or are you going to just totally wipe out the city? But no, God doesn't do that. God forgives Nineveh. And so Jonah becomes disgruntled. He becomes angry even. He's upset that God would be so gracious to allow such an evil city, such an evil Gentile city to be forgiven, because it was only the Jews who would receive God's forgiveness, not Gentiles from the city of Nineveh. Well, it's been a unique journey doing these video blogs and preaching and reading and studying through Jonah. As we started this series on Jonah, if you remember, all of this journey about Jonah during Lent had come from when Jesus was asked if he could be shown a sign. There were people who were asking Jesus, please show us a sign. Show us that you're the Messiah. And Jesus says, only an evil generation asks for a sign. And the only sign I'll give to you is the sign of Jonah. So as we begin to conclude our series, what exactly is this sign of Jonah that Jesus will give to prove that he is God? You know, so often we want God to show us a sign. We want something miraculous. We want fire and brimstone to rain down, or we want some type of miracle to happen. But as we try to understand Jesus' cryptic message about the sign of Jonah, we think about Jonah's story. The sign of Jonah, is it the fact that Jonah was in the belly of the whale 3 days and 3 nights? Is that some type of correlation to how Jesus rose on the third day? Or is it the fact that how God gave love and forgiveness to Gentiles? And in the story of Jonah, Jonah's upset because God gives love and forgiveness. So is it that Jesus gives love and forgiveness to all Gentiles? Or could it be that the fact that Jonah is kind of like us, how we struggle with God, how we run away and come back, and ultimately we're forgiven, like Nineveh? Well, whatever this sign is, it's not too clear. But if you join me on Sunday, we'll journey together and figure out what exactly is this sign of Jonah, and how does it pertain to us as Christians. So may you, as we conclude the season of Lent shortly, may you seek God in all your ways. May you seek Him in everything you do. May you not be angry when God doesn't show you a sign, but may you be patient and loving, just as Christ is patient and loving.